everyone. I am Dr. Anselino Davis, and welcome to Science and Perspective. Today, we are going through this tutorial on how to use Google Earth to do some very simple actions and do some very basic mapping. If you're looking at this video, you are probably in one of my geospatial classes, GIS or geography, and you will use this tutorial to give you some tips on how to set up your projects or how to create maps for your use and display in your projects or as part of your storyboards. So let's get into it. First, let's discuss navigation. This is Google Earth Pro. It is freely available online for you to download to your laptop. Of course, you have the typical file where you can open a file that you already have, save where you can save different things. You can save the image if you just want this image here. Um, any places that you have identified on your map, you can save the place or you can save it to My Places, which will be stored on your computer and it's not actually linked to your Google account. So make sure that you know that if you open this in a different laptop, you're not going to see the same My Places that you have on this device. You can email it or you can email this view. So you can email a place mark, a specific point that you've put on the map, or you can email this view that you're looking at now, or just email the image. You can then view in Google Maps. So if you find something interesting and you want to go to Google Maps where you'll have all of those places identified and stuff like that, you can do that. And you can also go to Google Earth on the web, which has a slightly different interface. And printing, of course, I think that stands for itself. But you can also import different KML or KMZ files from your computer or maybe your Google Drive. If you want to pass things back and forth to yourself, that's a good idea. We are going to start with some basic maneuvering. So I have a 3-button mouse. That means it has a left click. You can see the hand moving. It has a right click. It has a wheel, a scroll wheel in the middle. So if we just click with the left mouse button, we will actually hold the map and you can move it around. Just basic left, right, up, and down, just panning the map. Now, if you right click, you get this little circle shows up. And if you push up on the circle, you will actually zoom out. If you bring it down, you're going to zoom back in. But if you go left and right, you actually rotate. So you rotate about that spot that you clicked it at. So I can rotate around this spot. I can rotate around this island here. That's just if you want to gently line your map up a little bit better. Over on the side here, you can see where north is pointing. Right now, north is almost directly down and at the island of New Providence now. So if I was in Eleuthera, then I would go up south and down north. But since I'm on New Providence, let's go up north instead. We can just watch that rotate. Perfect. Now, if I use the scroll button, so the wheel on my mouse, if I roll it forward, it will zoom in. If I roll it down, it will zoom out. But you can also click on that mouse button, on that scroll wheel. And when you click it, you get that same little circle. But now, when you move it, instead of it scrolling in and out, it actually tilts the camera. Now, when you go left and right, you still get the rotation, but with the scroll button, you can actually tilt your camera for you. So if you're down low and you want to get into street view or something like that, you can do that. All right. So those are some basics of navigation. Over here, you can also use these sliders. So you can slide to zoom in, and slide to zoom out. And you can use these buttons over here to pan around as if you're holding and dragging with your mouse button. with your left mouse button. With this area up here, you can also tilt your view. You can click on the eyeball if you want to center it again. You can hold this north marker to rotate your map, point north in the direction that you prefer. Okay, I hope that helps you to navigate your map. And now we'll move on to delineating some features.